Good morning, everyone. So glad to have you all here with us this morning. Happy Red Friday. As you can see, we have our special fur baby, our campus fur baby, Victor E. here with us. Isn't he just so adorable? It's his morning nap time. I wish it was my morning nap time, by all means. I hope you all brought your cup of coffee with you. I know this is a very unusual Red Friday where we're doing everything virtual these days, right? It's our new normal. But we wanted to make sure to bring us all together today and still be able to enjoy one another. This morning's Red Friday, of course, we would have loved to have it where we can see everybody's faces, but the way what we have planned for you all, we needed to do it a little bit different this time, so please bear with us. And again, keep in mind, this is our first time doing it virtually, so do not hold anything against us if it does not work as we plan. But we do have some prizes to give away as usual. We've got.
Did they give you a?
Sorry about that. We do have some prizes to give away this morning. We do have some games to play. And if for whatever reason something doesn't work, just keep in mind as you logged in, we got your names and your email addresses, and we will be able to still get you your gifts after the fact. So real quick, I do want to say a special thank you to all of our essential workers who are on campus and off campus. We have our police officers. I know plant ops is still there working very hard. A lot of our leadership is still on campus, human resource, and many others. And off campus, of course, as you know, as many of you know, I've shared, truck drivers hold a special place in my heart, of course, because my husband himself is a truck driver, so he's out there every day. And so thank you all very much for all of your hard work and everything that you do for us. If you have any questions, please feel free to share them. Everything that we do is being recorded this morning, so whatever we don't get a chance to answer, because we do have a full schedule, we promise to have on our website later. But first things first, before we get started with anything, I would like to let you guys know that we are doing, we have some prizes to give away on here, but we also have some prizes to give away on our social media. So if you are in your red, although we can't see you, but hopefully you all wore your bulldog red this morning and your bulldog attire. And if you have your cup of coffee, and of course, if you have your fur babies with you, that's even better. Take a picture, post it on one of our social media sites, hashtag FS Red Friday, and then we're going to be doing a random pool later on and give away additional prizes. So we've had some gift cards to give out to each of you. We verified each one of these gift cards are good even during this time. So, and if you are a winner, make sure that you send us your email addresses so we can make sure to get in contact with you, although you logged in with your email address, but for whatever reason, if there was anything, we just want to make sure to get it over to you correctly. So with that, I think we can have our first wheel spin. So let's see if we can do that. Melissa, can we get that wheel going and maybe give our first prize out? All right, bear with us just a second. Okay, we're gonna actually hold off on that one. Melissa's working on getting those names in there so we can spin that wheel, so no problem, we'll get back to that. But now I would like to introduce our leader on campus, our president of our campus, Dr. Castro, who has done an amazing job of keeping us all up to date with everything that's been going on campus. And thank you so much, Dr. Castro, for being here with us this morning and being willing to still continue to bring the campus community together.
Thank you, Belinda. Good morning. Happy Red Friday to everybody. I wore my red Hawaiian Fresno State shirt for you today. I'm in an Aloha Friday state of mind, even though I'm here in the office, and just wanted to say hello to all of you and thank you for joining our celebration today. I know that we're having a virtual Red Friday, and we're having a virtual Vintage Days this year, and I hope you tune in to that as well. I want to thank you all for your hard work during this time, whether you're on campus or working remotely. I appreciate the efforts that everybody's making during this challenging time to live up to our bold mission. And I especially want you to know that I understand that some of you are dealing with different kinds of challenges and trying to work through those as we support our students to be successful. And I was reflecting on how the university handled the last major epidemic like this, and Dean Hornbuckle and her team put together a little information for me, and it turns out that Fresno State, when it was just 7 years old, on October the 16th of 1918, they closed the campus, and it remained closed until about November 25th, so a little bit over a month. They had one day where they allowed students to come back to pick up work, but otherwise they were completely closed at that time. There was no virtual opportunity to do courses. And I thought about the resilience that they had during that particular period when they had just started out as a university. And we're being asked to do the same 100 years later. I'd say we have a few more tools to do what we need to do, but the challenge remains the same: to support our students and think about those 6,000 plus that are getting ready to cross the finish line, helping them to do that. And also I'm thinking about the students that we're going to ask to register for classes soon. So again, I appreciate everything that you all are doing, and I encourage you to continue reading campus news each week to stay updated on the different operational changes that are occurring. And you'll also get to hear some of the really good news stories out there. My video, I just filmed my video for the week just before I came over here, and I'll be talking about some of the examples, bold examples of supporting our community. So that'll be coming out later today. I'm sorry that we can't be together for this tradition, but I am happy that we're together virtually, and we're going to continue to try to find ways to support our students and to support all of you. In fact, I also want to mention there is the Employee Assistance Program. If any of you need that kind of support, that remains available to all of us, and I urge you to reach out to them if you need that support. Today was also supposed to be our 6th annual President's Showcase of Excellence, and while we can't do that the normal way, I want to encourage you to check out fresnostate.edu/showcase, and that will show you the different examples of excellence all across the campus. You'll find 60 examples of innovation, creativity, pride, dedication, quality, and our relentless focus on student success. And I hope that you'll take the time to check those out. I always enjoy doing that each year, and I'm going to do that virtually, and I invite you to do the same. I think you'll be inspired by what you'll see there. Every example of innovation that occurs. Here's the site. Thank you for pulling that up, and that will show you the different ways in which we're demonstrating our bold attitude and our way of serving our students. The cabinet will be announcing the winners of our 4th Bold Ideas Challenge before the end of the semester, so stay tuned for that. And I want to end with a tradition that we've had over the last several years, and I hope that you have a beverage nearby. I have my water here. We don't have champagne right now, unfortunately, but whatever beverage you have nearby that's appropriate. And I invite you to join me and raise your glass or bottle or mug. And I want to cheer to you. May we continue to learn and improve, to boldly innovate, and to celebrate for our students, our campus, and our community. A toast to excellence. Cheers to all of you. Thank you very much, and have a great Friday and a great weekend. Go Dogs!
Go Dogs.
Well, cheers. That was awesome. Thank you, Dr. Castro, for sharing that. If you go to the website, so we spent some time yesterday taking a look at the website, clicking on all of the posters, and there we just have some amazing folks on campus. I've got to tell you, there's some great work out there. It saddens me that we cannot be there to actually see them in person, because one of the joys of this showcase is being able to walk around and talk to the folks who created it, and just hear how excited they are about what they're doing and how they've come up with these ideas. And so although we don't get that piece, we still get a chance to see their hard work, and I'm sure at some point we'll be able to chat with those folks and pick their brains on where this came from and where it's going from here and all of that. So thank you guys all for participating in that. It's such a great tradition. I believe this is 6 years, the 6-year anniversary of the President's Showcase. So, and I'm sure it's going to keep going strong and keep getting bigger and better as everything on campus continues to do. So thank you, and cheers to all of you folks who submitted your information and have those creative minds out there. So thank you very much. With that, because we are our hosting guest this morning is the Office of the President, we thought it'd be fun to do a little bit of President's Office trivia. So right now, we're going to go to a Kahoots game. We are still entering names, just so you know, so that we can do that random spin and get some prizes out to you guys. So bear with us. We will do that at some point. If we do not get to it today, we will get to it after the fact, and we will be in contact with you. So right now we're going to do a Kahoots game, and I'm sure many of you know all about Kahoots on campus. It's one of the games that we use quite often in a lot of our training. So log in to, whether you have your phones with you, you can log in on your phone, or if you have your second computer screen where you'd like to log in, here's the number here. We're going to give you about 60 seconds to get logged in. We are going to give prizes away to the top 3 winners. So I see many of you are logging in now. We'll give you just another few more minutes on that. I'm sorry, not a few more minutes, a few more seconds. Otherwise, we'll be here all day, right? And it is Friday. I'm sure we want to be able to enjoy the rest of our Friday. So as you guys are logging in, earlier this week, I was on a call with some folks from the Administrative Academy. And one of the things that they shared was that, put a routine in place every day in order for your day to be able to get that day going. Because I know for me, sometimes it was so hard to try and figure out. I had a routine. I get up in the morning, I get dressed, and I go to work. Things are different now. So I would get up, and then I was kind of lost. I didn't know what to do. One of the things they suggested was have a routine in place. And so that's helped me. One of the other things I've noticed is that if I take my laptop and sometimes go sit outside rather than just in my office, that helps make the day go and be a little bit brighter. So there's going to be a lot of things that we're trying. A lot of things are trial and error right now. But later on in the segment, we have the health center that's going to be talking about how we can also take care of ourselves. So I think we've got quite a few players in right now. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're going to have our first question. All right, we ready? Who was the first president of Fresno State? John Welty, Charles McLean, Frank Thomas, or Donald Trump? Got about 4 seconds. All right. Well, yes, Charles McLean was the first president of Fresno State. All right, question number 2. What year was Fresno State founded? (1911, 1941, 1999, or 1901? 3 seconds. Yes, 1911. All right, question number 3. Ooh, we've got some winners out there. What is Fresno State's mission statement? 1, principles of community. Sorry, my screen is not working with me. Fostering an inclusive work and learning environment. To boldly educate and empower students for success, or be bold. Right on, yes. To boldly educate and empower students for success. I think we have 2 more questions in here. So question number 4, ooh, Marcy, you are on it. All right, the President's Showcase of Excellence started in what year? 2000, 2006, 2019, or 2016? What, 3 more seconds? Yes, 2016 is when the President's Showcase of Excellence was started. All right, last question for this round. Looks like Marcy is still in the lead. What is the purpose of the President's Showcase? To share and celebrate stories of success, innovation, and best practices. To show off hard work. To make up stories, or to see my campus colleagues? Yes, to share and celebrate stories of success, innovation, and best practices. Good job, everyone. That is our first game. Let's see who our winners are. Let's see who, Sonia. All right, we got Sonia's in 3rd place. Gala is in 2nd place. And let's see who is our top winner this morning. Marcy, way to go. Good job, you 3. I hope you logged in with your email addresses. We will be in contact with you to get you over. All 3 of you are winners. We will get you over some prizes. So good job. Nice trivia questions this morning. Looks like we're still working on the spinning of the wheel. So again, if we don't get that, just know we will get you guys prizes later on. With that, we'd like to carry on with our program this morning. And we're going to transition over to the Student Health and Counseling Center. They have been doing some amazing things. Well, as you know, March Matchup was just finished, and aside from that, they do many amazing things all the time. But we first want to start off with the March Matchup. And as many of you know, they posted last week what the numbers were. But we wanted to share that video again with all of you. But first, I'd like to turn it over to the Director of Development for Student Affairs, who has been part of the March Matchup campaign. So Dave Hemfrey, are you there?
I am. Good morning.
Good morning. And you'd like to tell us a little bit about March Matchup and kick off that video?
Sure. 5 years. We wrapped up the 5th year, and a very successful year. And also, I really want to stress that this is a huge team effort. We start, I think, if I remember right, and Alicia, help me, I think we start meeting in August and September to get set up for March. And it is a team representing, we've got brand marketing strategy, we've got folks from the health center, we've got people from UCOM and also student affairs. So this is not, 1, 2, 3 people. This is really a whole team of people that work together over a long period of time to make this happen. It reminds me of a story. I used to play baseball in high school, and one time we were struggling, and it was a hard game, and the coach looked at me, he goes, "We're going to win this game, but we're not playing championship ball." And it stuck with me, because sometimes whether you win or lose, if you're playing like champions, it's important. And I look at what we've been able to do together as a team, and I could really say we are playing championship ball because of the foundations and everything that we've been able to put together, and the learning that's happened over 5 years. Even during a struggle and maybe unforeseen circumstances like we're in this year, we still managed to hit it out of the park, so to speak, if you'll forgive the baseball term. But it's just been great. And so to get to the end and go past our goal, to engage over 400 donors, it's just been fabulous. So maybe you can look at the video, if Chris can call that up, and celebrate a little bit with us. We're pretty excited, and it's been great. Thanks.
The Fresno State Student Cupboard was established in November of 2014 in order to serve students on our campus who faced food insecurity. This is the heart of our Food Security Initiatives program. We would like to update you on the progress of this year's March Matchup campaign while sending a message to our students and donors.
March Matchup 2020 was our 5th major fundraiser for the Student Cupboard. Donations from past campaigns have built the cupboard into what you see today. On average, we provide food, hygiene, and diapers to over 5,000 visits per month. We also educate students on other food resources, meal prep, and help them to sign up for CalFresh.
Our challenge this year was bolder than ever before. Matching donors Moss Adams, Granville Homes, Lou and Jane Amendola of Valley-Wide Beverage, and an anonymous donor committed to matching up to $150,000 for every donation received during the month of March.
Halfway through March, we witnessed an increased use of the cupboard as students dealt with job loss, relocation, and changes to the way they participated in classes due to the current situation. The student cupboard was here, ready to serve them during this critical time because of the strong base that past campaigns had funded. Our dedicated team of project coordinator Jessica Medina, student assistants, and volunteers have been here every day and will continue to be here as an essential part of helping our students continue on their path to reach their academic goals.
Thank you to our staff for your service. And to our students, we want you to know that you may feel isolated, but you are not alone. Over 400 individual donors joined March Matchup because they believe in you. They want to see you succeed, and so do we. Stay focused on your goals. We will get through this difficult time together.
President Castro and I are truly grateful for every donor who was inspired to give. This year's March Matchup raised
Ready?
$327,275. Thank you to our community for coming together and guaranteeing that this valuable resource will be here when students need it.
We are committed to Fresno State's mission to boldly educate and empower students for success. March Matchup 2020 has come to an end, but there are still ways that you can support future leaders. Go to fresnostate.edu to learn more. We appreciate and miss all of you.
Stay healthy and safe.
It's just fantastic. Every time I see it, I get those goosebumps. I'm talking about team and playing championship ball, but we truly have inspirational leadership. And so Mary and Dr. Castro, really thank you. The fact that we can look to our leaders and see them working just as hard or harder than a lot of us, it's just amazing. So thanks for what you do and your leadership and your commitment. Belinda, I'm not sure if Mary's able to comment, but we had hoped to maybe hear from Mary a little bit. Mary, are you able to comment yet? I know you can text me if not.
Well, I'm here, so I don't know if you can see me.
We thought maybe
Okay.
you'd like to comment a little bit.
Well, thank you to everybody who is a part of the team and everybody on the campus, every single donor that came forward and helped to make this campaign a success. We faced our largest challenge ever in the 5 years, and we were all ready to go for it. And then we had these unexpected things happen. But through it, what we were able to see was how much our community truly believes in our students and how much they care. That even when they were facing uncertainty and different circumstances within their own homes, they still wanted to make a difference and make sure that this was there for our students. So I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for the team that we had. I'm grateful for the turnout and being able to be there and to see students respond to still having this valuable resource available to them is very touching. So, when everything was shut down, a lot of our students lost their jobs. And so we were able to see students who may have never used the cupboard under any other circumstances come there and use it. And so it took a great effort, and it continues to be a great effort to serve them during these challenging times. But I'm grateful that it's considered an essential service and that we're still there for them.
Thank you, Mary,
so much, Mary. Sorry about that, Alicia. Go ahead.
That's okay. Thank you, Mary, definitely for your continued support and leadership. We could not have been as successful without you and the entire March Matchup team. So I echo everything that both David and Mary have said for this campaign. So again, nice job to the entire team. My name is Alicia Nelson, and I'm the Director of Wellness Services. And as mentioned, the student cupboard is supported 100% by donor funds. And so this March Matchup campaign really helps to fuel everything that we do to provide the food, hygiene items, and diapers to our student parents out of the student cupboard. The Diapers for Degree program is actually a new program that was implemented last May as a result of a cafe project. And so we see lots of student parents coming in. We get thousands of diapers every month, and they are so definitely grateful. This is also supported with the donor funds and then also a grant through the Central Valley Community Food Bank. As Mary mentioned, the student cupboard is still open. We're still open Monday through Friday, 30 hours a week, exactly the same service that was provided when classes were in session physically. The process has changed a little bit of how we are serving our students. In the past, or generally, our students are able to come in, do all of their shopping, grab one item of each of their choice, fill one basket, and of course, all of the produce has always been unlimited. Since the pandemic, we did change the process a little bit. We are pre-bagging food and handing that out to students. This helps to follow public health guidelines, as well as keeping the students that we serve safe and the staff and the students that continue to work in the cupboard each and every day. Since the cupboard opened in November of 2014, there have been more than 17,000 unique students who have been supported through this initiative. So again, definitely a need. Students are really appreciative, not only in the past, but definitely now at this time. And on average, we do see about 5,000 students each and every month. So in addition to providing food, hygiene, and diapers, the student cupboard also provides nutrition education in partnership with our registered dietitian. We also do cooking classes on campus, and then CalFresh application assistance. So if you know of any students that are in need of the service, again, it is still open Monday through Friday. The hours are on the student cupboard website, and the location is the Industrial Technology Building, room 144. And I just wanted to close by saying, thank you to Jessica Medina for being there every day, also for the wellness team who are also taking shifts in the student cupboard during this time, and of course the 7 fabulous students that continue to work there each and every day. Thank you so much for your commitment and support. And with that, I will turn it over to Dr. Janelle Murillo, Associate Vice President for Student Health, Counseling and Wellness, to speak a little bit about the health center in general.
Good morning, everyone. In light of the current situation, the Student Health and Counseling Center is still open 5 days a week and serving our students on a daily basis. In terms of medical services, we are offering a telehealth to our students, where about 80–85% of our appointments are through telehealth, with some very limited face-to-face appointments on more of an emergent basis. Our pharmacy is still open and providing over-the-counter products and prescriptions for all of our students. And then we're providing telecounseling to all of our students that are receiving counseling services on a daily basis. This also includes our psychiatry appointments as well. Case management is alive and well and quite busy, as Diana will share a little bit more with you later. And certainly the Good Samaritan Fund has been quite busy, and I'll let her elaborate on that. We're able to just see students still on a daily basis, and we are here to provide them the best services possible. We want them to know that we are still open and here for them so they can receive all their medical, counseling, and wellness needs. And I would really like to take this opportunity to thank the staff here. That would be the medical team, the counseling team, and the wellness team, who works every day to ensure that those services are provided for our students. They've done an amazing job. We've had to completely change our protocols in a very short period of time, as many of you have. It's been quite an undertaking, but they've just done a phenomenal job. So I'd like to thank all of them. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact the Student Health and Counseling Center, or give us a call, and we're here to assist each and every one. Thank you. With that, I am going to now turn it over to Diana Karagojan, who is our case manager in the Student Health and Counseling Center.
Hello, everybody. My name is Diana Karagojan, as Janelle said, and happy to be here this morning. I am the case manager at the Student Health and Counseling Center, and one of my primary roles is to help students who might be experiencing any barriers to their education. The case management program started 3 years ago, and our official name is Project Hope. So if you see Project Hope around, now you know that I'm the case manager, and I have a team of students. I have 3 students, and I'd just like to give them a shout out because this is Student Assistant Appreciation Week. And so we're just going to show a picture of both my students, and I can give you a little sense of what they do to help their peers through difficult times. So we have Miriam Solis, who is graduating this semester with a bachelor's in social work. And she has been in the Student Health and Counseling Center, primarily helping students to, with time management and any issues that might come up that are just impeding their success. And then Devin Ballback, who has been a champion and has coordinated the Good Samaritan Grant. So I want to show you a quick video that we made when we were preparing for Day of Giving to show the donors what kinds of students have been helped by the funds. So if we can just cue up that video, that would help people to know how it's helping.
This semester was my first time working with Diana and Project Hope. And so I had I have my ups and downs, and I was at a really bad down, but I was trying to get back up. And the day that I was about to I was like, yeah, I'm gonna turn everything around. My car got broken into, and my laptop was stolen, and all of my schoolwork and all of my books, and everything that I was about to go work with was gone. And I was like, okay. And then I got introduced to Project Hope, and she also talked to me about the Good Samaritan Fund, and so that helped me get back on my feet. It's been so helpful to not just have the support of my counselor here in the health center, but also having the support from Diana and Project Hope.
I was introduced to Project Hope through my counselor. I was going through a rough financial situation. I was having to donate plasma just to cover rent for an entire summer. So it was a pretty rough time in my life. And then my counselor told me about the Good Samaritan Fund, and I told her my problems and my story, and she kind of helped me out and put me onto that, and that really, really helped me because it was a rough time.
I just came here because I knew I needed help, and they guided me to Diana, and Diana was the best thing that happened to me because she listened to me, and I was in a really, really dark space. And then she was able to guide me to other resources that helped me become more well-rounded, and I'm still working on that too, and I really appreciate it. I'm really glad I came here because if it wasn't for Project Hope, I don't know where I would be today.
Being able to access resources and having my story heard really helped me feel no, I don't deserve the bad things that happened to me. They happened, but I'm worth something. And with the support, I was able to pull myself out of that.
Students don't always realize how much the faculty and staff care about them, but they also don't even realize that care goes past their time here.
All right, well, as you can see, students, we care more. We have a relentless focus on student success, like the president said, and we see their efforts, and we want to provide them with unconditional positive regard and listen to them through these circumstances. Quality of life is very important to me. I'm passionate about that. Yes, we want them to get their degree, but we also want to give them the tools they need to lead successful lives and to manage some of the other issues they're dealing with, like safe living conditions, feeling a sense of wholeness. Some students have issues getting glasses, medication that they need. The Good Samaritan Grant has been so helpful in getting students these things. After, primarily, and we can pull up the handout that I'm just going to use as a guide, but since the pandemic started, we've had 90 applications to the Good Samaritan Fund. And we've read through 90 stories of very difficult situations. And so we just really want everyone to know that the Good Samaritan Fund exists, what some of the eligibility requirements are, and that anybody can be referred to Project Hope. Even if it's not financial, it could be something else. And so we will work with them through something. That's what case management is. We don't just address one thing. We make sure that we stay with them through a problem. So for the eligibility requirements, just know that it has to be something beyond their control, which of course a pandemic is, loss of employment is, loss of housing. And as a result of any of those things, it will impact students' basic needs, which we are passionate about. The student, has to have exhausted other resources, but we will never turn a student away. We will always make sure that if the Good Samaritan Fund is not for them, that there are other things that can help them. So I just want to thank the leadership. I want to thank my supervisor, Malia Sherman, for always supporting me and trusting me working with these students, and Janelle Murillo, who works very closely with Good Samaritan and is a great leader. And of course, Dr. Castro and Mary Castro, thank you for having such big hearts and for caring about our students the way you do. I share in your passion, and so I think we make a great team here at Fresno State. So thanks so much for including me today. On that note, I think we're going to go back to playing some games, right? So
yes, we are. So
we
thank you guys all so much. You guys do so much work for our students. As many of us, we all are on campus for one reason, and that's for our students. And I know in just a little bit, in order for us to be able to take care of our students, we need to take care of ourselves. And Dr. Murillo is going to talk on that in just a minute. But before we get to that, we finally were able to get a lot of we're ready to do a raffle. I know many of you have been asking in the chat about that. So if we can get that raffle up, those names up, and we're going to spin that wheel. We're going to do it twice for now, and we'll give away a couple of two names for now, and then we're going to do we'll do it again at the end. So ready? Let's spin the wheel. Who could it be? It's kind of like, all right, it's like we're in Vegas, but not really, right? Let's see. All right, James Herron, congratulations. You are our first winner. We will make sure to get a hold of you. Please email me so that I make sure that I have your correct email address to get you over for your prize. And we're going to do it one more time. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel. All right, here we go. Look at all those names in there. Tasha Cummings, thank you so much. Congratulations. I've got your name down again. Same thing. If you can please email me so I make sure I have your correct email address. We will be in contact with you after this to get you over your prize. Congratulations, you two. We're going to, if you still have your Kahoots up, we still have more prizes to give away. Do not forget about the social media giveaway prizes. So if you have your coffee mug, if you are in your red, and if you have your fur baby, great. If not, that's okay. Take your picture, post it on our social media, hashtag FSRedFriday, and we will be choosing random prizes there as well. So, all right, let's get ready. We're going to answer some questions. So we just got a lot of information regarding the House Center. And so we've got a few questions for you. Let's see if you are paying attention. Okay, we've got a few of you logging in now. We'll give it just another 30 seconds to get you all logged in and get this going. So the number is 443-7259 for our Kahoots game. You could do it on your phone. You can do it on your computers. So, all right. So we'll give it about another 10 seconds for all of you to get logged in. We'll get going. All right, Luis, are we ready for question number 1? Now, it's really hard to see all the questions on my screen just because of the way that it's set up. So if I don't get a chance to read them all, please bear with me. All right, how many total visits did the Student Health and Counseling Center receive last year? 500, 9,980, 59,380, or a lot? I'm sure. 3 seconds. All right, yes. 59,380 visits last year. They were busy. All right, Jess is on top. All right, let's go. Question number 2. How many over-the-counter items purchased from the pharmacy last year? Over-the-counter purchases from the pharmacy last year. 109,653, 18,899, 500, and sorry, I can't see the last question, or 22,222. Yes, 18,899. That is a lot. All right, we still have, oh, we have Melissa on top now. Question number 3. How often can a student visit the student cupboard? Once a day, as needed, before and after class, or once a week? Got a few more seconds on this one. And once a day, once per day. Each of our students can go into the student cupboard once per day. Okay, we've got Melissa still on top. Let's see, all right. Let's go to question number 4. How many unique students have visited the student cupboard at least one time since opening in November 2014? 20,000, 17,000, 5,600, or 9,720? They've been busy. Either way, in any of these numbers, they've been busy. 17,000 unique users in the student cupboard. So kudos to you guys. That is awesome. It's amazing. All right, let's see, question number 5. What is Project Hope? Fresno State's financial aid program, Fresno State Clothing Closet, Fresno State Advising Services, or Fresno State's case management program. Yes, Fresno State Case Management Program. All right, we've got one more question. Who's on top now? We still have Melissa on top. All right, last question. What qualifies for the Good Samaritan grant? Or who qualifies? I'm sorry, who qualifies for the Good Samaritan grant? Maybe I need more coffee. Everybody, Fresno State campus community, students experience something unforeseen and has exhausted all resources, or the city of Fresno residents? Yes, students experiencing something unforeseen and has exhausted all resources. They all qualify for the Good Samaritan Fund. All right, let's see who we've got on 3rd place is Chris. Melly is in 2nd place here. And our winner is Melissa. Congratulations. Please, please, please email me just so that I make sure that I have your correct email addresses so we can get you over your prizes. So good job. You guys are all paying attention. Kudos to you guys. All right, we're going to, as I mentioned just a little while ago, in order for us to be able to take care of our students and our families, we need to be able to take care of ourselves. And sometimes we always put ourselves last, and we thought it was really important to invite Dr. Murillo on so that she can share a little bit about how we can take care of ourselves during this time so that we can better take care of everyone around us. So Dr. Murillo, are you there?
I am. Thank you so much, Belinda. Diana had mentioned earlier about quality of life and how important it is, and I couldn't agree more. And so I was very happy when I was asked to share with all of you some ways that we can stay healthy during these times. With many of you working at home, it is important to really make sure that you are staying as healthy as possible. So I have just a few tips to share with you that have come from some of my colleagues and experts in the field. And the first one is to certainly continue with a routine. It's really easy maybe to sleep in a little bit more and just not quite be as productive if we're at home, or even just in these new circumstances that we're all living in. So it's really, really important to try to develop a routine as much as possible. It's suggested that you still set an alarm, get up in the morning, get dressed, do whatever that you need to do typically each morning, and then go about your day, and try to go to bed at the same time every night as well. Having that routine is really, really critical to just kind of maintaining a certain quality of life. The second is to eat well. Be sure to continue to make really good nutritional choices when eating each of your meals and your snacks, and that way that you give your body the good fuel that it needs, you will stay healthier. Third is to get enough rest. It is important to be sure that you're getting enough sleep each night. And on that note, I do have a few tips regarding specifically about how to get better sleep, because I know that there was this inquiry earlier in the week by some of our colleagues. And the first is to really stick to a sleep schedule. You should try to go to bed at the same time each night. Practice a relaxing bedtime ritual. Maybe you like to sit and read a book for 30 or 40 minutes before going to sleep. Be sure to get in some exercise during the day, because that will in turn let you sleep better at night. Be sure to evaluate your room situation. Make sure that it's dark enough. The temperature should be between 60 and 67 degrees. That's optimal to get a good night's rest. Be sure to sleep on a comfortable mattress and pillows, and to also really allow yourself that time to wind down. That kind of goes back to that ritual. I think the fourth thing that I would really just share with all of you in terms of tips for staying healthy is to just also take an opportunity each day to really pause, practice gratitude. Take that opportunity maybe to meditate, whatever it may be, to really help you relax and stay healthy during this challenging time. And if you have any questions, you can always call the Student Health and Counseling Center. Thank you. I think with that, I'm going to turn it back to, I believe it's Belinda.
Yes, thank you so much for that, Janelle. That's very important. I know I had seen lots of my friends and family mention on social media and just their conversations of having a hard time sleeping and coming up with a routine and just creating our new norm. These are not times that we typically anticipate. So working from home, I have a full house too, so I know it was trying to come up with a routine that was going to work, and thank you very much. So trying to just figure out the new things, and we have time. We are very, very fortunate to work for a campus community that offers lots of support and encouragement during this time, and it allows us to keep working from home, and of course those who are still working on campus. So this is very important for all of us to take care of ourselves. We are just as important as our loved ones, so please remember to take care of yourselves. Get lots of sleep, read a book. These are our times that, you know, we ask at certain times of the year, we're like, oh, I'm just so busy, I just wish I had time to ... And now that we have that time, some of us are like, I don't know what to do with myself. So go back. A friend of mine from the, or actually earlier again, when I was on a call with Katie Williamson and her team, we talked about some different strategies. And one of the gals on there mentioned she keeps a journal of what she appreciates every day. And that's kind of a nice little way of being able to say, you know, things aren't great, but I've got some great things to be appreciate, you know, what I appreciate for. So keep that in mind, keep a journal, whatever it is that works for you, do it. You are just as important. We've got a couple of things I wanted to share. We do have another Red Friday that'll be coming up soon. So please like our social media page. Most of our information is going to come on our social media first before I'm able to get it out in the, whether it's in the newsletter or out through an email. So please like our social media pages. We have another Red Friday that we'll be doing in May. It might be a little bit different format, not sure yet. We're still working on all of that. We also have our faculty and staff art show that is still in place. So I know that we're not going to be able to do the in-person as we wanted to, but we can definitely still, we're still going to do it. It's just going to be virtually. So if you have an artistic ability to paint or whatever it is that you do, take pictures, sign up for that. Well, ask me, go to one of our website, or go to our website, go to my social media. You'll be able to see the information for our faculty and staff art show. We would love, love, love to have you enter into that as well. But as we are getting ready to wind down, we do have a couple more prizes that we'd like to give away. So if we can, Melissa, if we can get that wheel up one more time. And maybe we can give away a couple more prizes. And don't forget, please take a picture, log on to or post it on our social media, and we will be calling out those winners soon as well. All right, who do we have here? All right, Josie, congratulations. Again, I know your email address, but go ahead and just email me anyway, just so that I make sure that I have your information. We can get you over your prize. Again, thank you all for logging in today. Lots of great information. Thank you, Mrs. Castro and Dr. Castro, for all of your support. Thank you to the Student Health Center for everything that you do. One more thing, I just want to do a shout out to the winery. They had a great deal going on yesterday. Even though that deal is still in place, and he might bring it back, I don't know, but support our Fresno State students that way. Go to our winery. Nice way to be able to take home some wine and at the same time support our students. And then also our farm students, they're still out there taking care of those animals. So we have students and faculty and staff who are still there doing lots of great things. Our police officers, plant ops, human resources, so many people on campus still. So let's just keep them in our thoughts and our prayers, and everyone stay safe and healthy. And I look forward to speaking to you all very soon. Thank you all very much for coming, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.
Goodbye. Great job. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.